Oh man, it was nuts. But yeah, she was really cool, and she is a normal person. She didn't come from the Hollywood bubble. You know what I mean? Which I think is, talking to her and getting to understand a little bit more about like where she's coming from. That's one of the reasons that she felt like, if not me, if I'm not gonna like speak out about something, like who is? Someone who is from the outside, who's not sitting there in that echo chamber. And so it was really cool talking to her and just telling her what she's meant to us, over the past few years. And it was cool to see the impact that she had on so many people. Yep. That were in that line.
I'm sorry. Yeah. One thing I emphasized to her multiple times was, and I told Jay to tell her this when it all went down, but I told her, and that whole Zack Snyder deal went down and we're dealing with all that. It sucked so much. And then she's the one. She sent this tweet out, just praising Geeks and Gamers, praising us for everything we did, putting the focus back on where it needed to be focused on. And I told her, you'll never know how much of an impact that had on me and this team. You know what I mean? Because we were just like, we didn't know what the hell to do. And there were other people that felt like, hey, this is a great opportunity for me to monetize Jeremy's most fucked up moment ever. And Gina was like somebody I'd never even met at that point. And she sent that tweet out, and it just like sent positive shockwaves through all of the team. And I told her how much that meant. And she was like, I remember. I remember when that happened. She goes, I was hurt for you guys. And she goes, I knew somebody needed to do something. I'm like, well, you did it. And it was awesome.
Good. One thing that I hope Josiah has this clip because it was really powerful, because the moderator asked her about, after she was let go from Star Wars and her upcoming projects, she talked about she was going to film a movie called White Knuckle, which many of us who followed her said that. But she was very open and said that she didn't want to put people in a situation where they had to do something that they didn't want to do, such as getting a shot or whatever. And she's like, I didn't want to do that. And so
then the crowd cheered really loudly, and then she said, so you're not alone. I really like that part, because sometimes you feel like you're all alone. You have somebody like her saying, you're not alone. It's powerful. It is.
So they shut down the whole production because she felt like people should have the right to choose what they wanted to do, and it's important.
She didn't want to make them do what they didn't want to do if they don't want to do it when they were making a movie. During the last few years, during these past few years, they try to make people do what they don't want to do kind of thing. And she's like, no.
It was if you see the clip, gosh, I hope he has it. It was a really powerful moment, and people literally like stood and cheered when that was done. And she was like, I'm not trying to make it like any statement. I just want people to be, to have the freedom.
Yep.
Yeah. To just, I want everyone to feel comfortable. So then that's why they moved. That's what she talked about. They moved that movie to Terror on the Prairie, which is coming out next month. And I hope everyone is excited to see that.